Right, so to catch you up, seeing Sean can't even remember being here. He's decided he must have been, but he can't remember it. You were here for that. Yeah. So basically what this game is like you're a government official in like a Big Brother state, and a bombing or a couple bombings have happened, and it's your job to try to find the people who are behind it. So you're getting access to their phone records and stuff like that, and you've got to find the relevant information to fill it in so that they can go and they can grab them and they can do their job. Basically, it's been such a while since I played it, I can't remember where we are in the story. But yeah, well, it won't take long. I forgot what the game was called. I remember a certain someone having a problem with the game because he didn't like that you were a spy, and they were making a lot of fuss and bother about it and about how it was how it was boring and things like that. And I just got to the point where I was like, well, fuck it, I'm not gonna play it anymore then. How do you remember that? Oh. Based on the data you submitted, we have learned the following. So these are all the people of interest we've got. She, we took into custody. She, we know nothing about. We don't know much about her, I don't think. He's like, seems to be the mastermind behind everything, and he seems to be like the scapegoat for it. He was the teacher that's like teaching them all to be rebellious. This is what you were playing when I first come to your stream? Maybe. I can't remember who was here for this one. The hero turns. No, it's all fine, really. You deserve the credit. At least from me, because you'll never get a public one. Just imagine your name in big letters in the TNB article. This Nina character is the final member of Thought that we need to have concrete information on. Since she is the one who planned the protest at the Circle Mall, and now a bomb has been found there, she is now of special interest to us. Her stance towards law enforcement just gives us one more reason, as you found out yesterday. Focus on Nina, but keep watching all the others too. So, like, this is basically all the internet stuff you can go to. So, like, for example, to fill in information on Cassandra, you had to go to her portfolio page. And, like, the real internet, it goes really slow. But, like, different bits of information show up and you've got to click on them. Some of them contradict something else, so you have to find something else, and you have to pick which one you believe, you know, to fill in their profiles. They'll have then profiles here with the information that you've put into them, including like all of this you've put in. This was like a blank page. Like even the pictures, we found pictures of her and add in whatever picture we want in there. So we come out. We are trying to find stuff on Nina, who is there. So we know nothing about Nina anymore, or at the moment. So like, there's everything. Like, that's her portfolio. We found out about her family by going through her family's website because they work at pharmaceuticals. We've been through police databases. The school that Abraham, whatever he's called, is part of and they all went to. We've gone through all their information. Band stuff, timelines, which is their version of Facebook. That's their website, which has an update to it. No? Yes? What's new on there? Right, that's gone. So you got headlines is your website. Your news website. So this is today's news, basically. Is it today's news? That doesn't seem like today's news. Third bombing in Baltimore averted due to investigative success. Delacruz gives confirmation of efforts. Once again, Bonton's become the centre of attention due to a terrorist assault, except this time it's emerged unscathed. Due to the efforts of the Special Investigation Unit, the last in a series of 3 previously announced bombings have been averted. The proposed scene of the crime was a Circle Mall in the centre of Bonton, which was locked down and secured by police forces yesterday evening, right after the investigation team managed to correctly estimate what location the terrorists were aiming at. Catherine Delacruz, Secretary of Security, gave a short conference to representatives of the press. In it, she stated a successful prevention of the bombing attempt to be proof for surveillance and investigative measures to be functional. The search for the perpetrators of these nefarious acts of crime would now be the top priority for the investigators, who have substantial leads. So he is one of the... this is new, I guess. Column author Harrison O'Neill reflects on last week's article and calls on the citizens of the nation to show courage in the face of terror. So let's get something abundantly clear to begin with. I feel bad. I feel like a fucking moron, and rightly so. In last week's No article, I blabbered about how some bombs would soon go off in Bonton or Fairview, at that time just to advertise my point of view. I'm truly sorry for everyone involved or affected by these terrible events. It never was my intention to ridicule or trivialise the attacks in Bonton. Well, if you've not been living under a rock, and a massive boulder at that, for the last couple of days, you absolutely must have heard that is pretty much exactly what went down. It's far beyond, I hate to say it, but I told you so. Thanks to the efforts of our government in the safety bill, the latest attempt has now been prevented. Finally, a kick in the terrorist butt. Naturally, there's still tons of critical questions. How the hell is this possible to begin with, when we have all the CCTV and new safety regulations out there? Why spend so much money for them mechanisms that don't protect lives as they should? Why is there still no real suspect in sight, not even to mention in custody? These questions neglect one fact though: people killing asswipes among us. They are our neighbours. They are like you. They are like me. Mind you, they are most certainly not like me. It's tough for cameras or other automated safety systems to recognise a criminal or terrorist before he actually commits a crime. They cannot look into houses, and certainly thankfully cannot look into the soul of a passerby. We, the people of our great nation, must grow ever more vigilant. We ourselves must stand up for our safety, alongside of high-tech security mechanisms, as those can only work in addition to our own perception. Let's not get intimidated and not back down to some shitheads thinking they can spoil our way of life. Report suspicious things going on as soon as you learn about them. It's your duty to the community, but mostly yourself. Loose lips also sink terrorist ships, figuratively speaking. So what's funny about this is this guy is one of these guys. He's one of the terrorists, but he got a job, so now that he's paid to say nice things about the government, he'll say nice things about the government. No, go back. So this is to do with him. He's right, we cannot save everyone, but we're still the watchful eye of the nation. A strange way to sell one's point. It's still peculiar. He mentioned bombings before anything happened, but, well... He switched sides because he got paid, yeah. And then this is the ongoing gossip about their version of basically 50 Shades of Grey. Movie director Aaron sued by lead actors over breach of contract. Post-production of Grey Shadows Part 3 is on hold indefinitely. Release on Valentine's Day is endangered. It's been tough wait for fans of the ongoing Grey Shadows saga. The final act of the trilogy has already been postponed several times for a multitude of reasons, and now there seems to be yet another real threat of delay added to the list. Rhubarb Productions, the studio behind 100 Grey Shadows, today announced the post-production duties would be suspended until further notice. It was then reported that the suspension was due to a pending lawsuit filed by the lead actors, Mike McDeal and Betty Avion, against the movie's director Sumishi Aaron, who allegedly breached a clause in their contract. The agreement clearly stated that no images of the movie would be made public without explicit consent of both actors, which is not the case for the edited movie poster Aaron had shared online on Thursday. This has put the expected Valentine's Day release in jeopardy. Fans have been taking to online message boards, sharing theories that the lawsuit and other hold-ups during production have been arranged to cover up the desolate state of the movie. As a result, the Rhubarb Productions timeline's profile has been bombarded with messages of anger, with rabid fans wanting answers. In the meantime, there's also news that is sure to soothe the fan spirit. McDeal and Avion have announced on both their websites that they have resolved their issues and are a happy couple once more. Aww. So that is basically like the website side of it. You also get to read their emails and their text messages, and I believe, oh no, the phone calls are here as well. You get to go and listen to their phone calls here. Unknown person to Harrison O'Donnell. Hey, forgot to charge my phone tonight, and yes, so I have to do this the old-fashioned way. I really wanted to thank you for the very nice evening. I haven't enjoyed myself so much in, well, ever, only to be topped by that night, that is. I was hoping you'd drop by CCC and come pick me up tonight. We can cook together, maybe watch something, and who knows, maybe continue where we left off. You in? Funny, I just realised that I've never been to your place, even after all these years we've known each other. So I figured you're hiding another love affair of yours there. Are you? Probably your ex, the one you've been talking about ever so often when I was around. Wait, probably your ex, the one you've been talking about ever so often when I was around. Or this girl that always yammering on about how she despised the safety bill, Nina, I think. Come to think of it, for all the torment you owe me big time, so I really, really demand to come to your place. Love you, Marcia. P.S. If you're going to the city centre today, please, pretty please take care of yourself with all the bombs and stuff. Don't stay any longer than necessary, okay? Right, so Nina... Why would someone oppose a safety bill? We have the lowest crime rate in years, or possibly ever. You and me, we have a job thanks to this bill. The only reason to not support it is if you have a dirty past. With the situation as heated as it is, this sounds like someone we should have a very close look at. We need a full examination. First, a concrete background. Who is she? Second, what motivates her? What does she want? And finally, where was she around the time of the bombings? Always a lot of work being a spy. War on Indifference, published by Concerned One. The indifference towards their own rights is a worse enemy than the government itself when we are to overcome privacy, destroying surveillance laws. We're in a state of war against our own government. The declaration of war is the safety bill, the only gain of which is reinforcing the chokehold the party has on us. With this bill, they are screwing every single citizen of this country. Yet most people are ignorant to this. Most people simply don't care about their rights being wrestled from them. Why bother when I have nothing to hide is their default excuse. They feel safe in their cozy houses while the government slowly puts the muzzle to their forehead, ready to pull the trigger any second. With our move on the crowded Circle Mall in Bonton yesterday, the first shots have been fired towards the lurking indifference among the populace, but they were merely warning shots, a friendly reminder that it's about time to take sides in this conflict. We cannot tolerate indifference. We will not accept it. If you are not with us on this, you are against us. Frankly, I was in shock when I heard of the events in the mall, how you in particular incited the crowd to directly threaten the visitors. Now I'm even more astounded by your writing. You know I agree people being oblivious in this matter is the problem's root. We have discussed this many times. We must get their attention carefully, though through interesting and remarkable events. We must make them think. Scaring them to death is the exact opposite. Scaring people is convincing them, Abe. People will only care about things that pose immediate threats to their life or lifestyle. Your own words. Surveillance is just too abstract a topic, too far away to grasp. They don't feel the danger of it, so we made them feel it. It's as simple as that. Let us follow your argumentation for a moment. What did you achieve then? You just upset innocent bystanders in a time when they are already deeply unsettled. This is the exact reason why they are so afraid and yearn for safety in the first place. You have just proven them and the government right. Violence cannot be the key, and thought shall not stand for that. Violence? There was no violence. No one was hurt. Frightened at best. Honestly, I think it wasn't even enough. We made some local press, but the big fish, TMB, didn't bite. No big deal at all. How are we going to reach the broad audience, the rethinking you wanted, if you're not willing to let us do something about it? Ladies, gents, can we all calm down a notch? Abe, you are totally right. We were fucking fire starters. We got a little bit carried away by the euphoria of finally getting our message out there. We didn't think straight for a moment. It's not going to happen again. Thanks for stabbing me in the back when I needed you the most, Harry. This is not the right place for a discussion of this magnitude. We will have a word about it in our next meeting. We'll just upload all this. Scaring people to get attention to one's message. Really, this is what thought's about. Where's he? So now we've got some information on her, so we can start getting some chat updates on her. There's something that totally goes in one ear and out the other for me. Fair enough. Hey kiddo, you're absolutely right. One could rightly call that evening mind-blowing. And of course I'll pick you up tonight. I like this continue of talking of, and I think I'm in need of it big time. But let's not stay at my place tonight. It's utterly unfit for a lady like yourself. No love is hidden there, only not so hidden leftovers and Audrey, especially not Juliet. I haven't heard anything of that bitch in months. I'm done with her because I'm with you now, my Marcia? Is it Marcia? Pinky swear. And Nina, you mean anything will set me off? Angry outburst Nina. Don't even get me started on her. She was my partner in crime a while ago, so to speak, that's all. Right. She angry. Enraged outburst, interesting. Keep looking for reasons behind this. Partners in crime. Okay, what crime? Not that kind of crime. That's the one thing that makes me laugh, is that you can enter information and they'll twist it to what they want. They won't think partners in crime usually tends to mean they were sleeping together. We'll put that in. Wait, no more Juliet and Harrison. That changed quickly. Hey. Just wanted to ask if everything is fine. Yeah, don't worry. We're having a great time. Yeah, smile. Thanks for taking care, even though it's Saturday. Don't mention it. How are you feeling? Still shitty? Fuckers in crime. Nina, I hate to say it, so don't hold it against me, okay? I'm fine. No, you're not. You're worrying me. You always look so sad. Nothing to worry about. Anything new on the love front? No. Could be relevant to find out what about. Only idiots. The singular portal thing you recommended. Don't know how you got to find John among so much crap. I'm going to remove this account. Yes, 99% false, but just keep it tight. Someone will come to the rescue. No thanks, I can rescue myself. Gotta work now. Thanks again, call you later. See you, girl, and cheer up. We have this. Hello, concerned one. Great to see you again. It's a good day to fall in love. This is your public profile. Everything you enter here is visible for visitors. You've returned in time for us to be spies, Akbar. This is right up your street. Just there's a lot of me reading to you. And also, Ak's gonna go bed. And Ak's gonna go bed. Sean's gonna go bed. So I have you and Gracie around. Right, she comes from there. Her birthday's then. It's not really important that she's into men. We'll get a height. Or we'll get a description in general. I'll put that in. See you later, Sean. What is your problem with suits, huh? There isn't really much to say. If you'd like to get to know me, ask away. We've got to put everything in. Why? Did I not put her birthday in? I must not have. Not sure this is helping. Oh, wait a minute, this is links at the top. That's what it is. Your opinions help us to compare yourself with potential matches. Your answers are private and will only be used.
No, sir, can't get
He's, yeah. What are you looking for most in a potential partner? True love, honesty, financial stability, independence. How long do you wish for your next relationship to last? A couple of years. Would you consider allowing your partner seeing other people? Yes. Would you consider dating someone who does not want or dislikes children? No. What places would you like to go on vacation? The seaside, the mountains. How interested in politics are you? Quite a bit. Are you a cat or dog person? Dog. In the end, it all comes down to the degree of interest in the ideology. If you turn a left-handed glove inside out, it fits the right hand. Oh, I'm happy to hear you had a good nap. Who doesn't need a little bit of reliability in their lives? Is she striving to find that stability on her own accord? Any reason why she craves stability? Your conversations. Conversation was started by Pretender 80, 34% match. Hiya there. Just saw your profile. You seem quite nice. So I wondered, do you have any more pictures? If so, let me know. Looking forward to hearing from you. Super Randy. Conversation was started by Super Randy, 68% match. Hey Blondie, I just come across your profile and I got stunned immediately by your striking beauty. I just had to message you. I wonder if you would spare some time for a lonely heart like me and go out with me sometime. We could go out and have a drink at Frank's. You know that one since you're from Bonton too, right? What about the weekend?